pandemic has been difficult, to say the least. A lot of people feeling depressed, anxious because of all the changes and loss that we've endured this past year. I mean, lost time, to say the least. That's why NBC10 and our sister station, Telemundo 62, are launching a new series called Know Your Mind. NBC10's Stephania Jimenez looks at how the pandemic is affecting pregnant women in particular.
When you picture yourself being pregnant, you picture, you're around your moms and your aunts and your best friends.
But that's not how it was for Claire Axinn. Despite having a loving husband at her side, she was isolated. She was midway through her pregnancy when the pandemic hit. At the time, doctors knew very little about how the virus affected pregnant women or their fetuses. So Claire, who had struggled with infertility for years, decided that she wasn't going to take any risks.
You're not going anywhere. You're afraid of the virus. The news was changing every day.
Claire's grateful she was able to work from home. She rarely left her house, and while that reduced her exposure to COVID, it also had major downsides.
It was very stressful and also very isolating.
You take somebody and put them in a situation where they're quarantined, where they're not necessarily able to do things that help keep them buoyant. They're not able to go to a movie. They're not able to exercise as they normally would do. And it gets them sort of trapped with the things that are right in front of them.
That's fertility specialist Dr. Michael Glassner. He says the pandemic has made some of his patients more depressed or anxious. He advises anyone feeling that way to talk to their doctor.
Maybe you need more help, or maybe you do need a medication. It doesn't mean that that's where you'll be 6 months from now or a year from now.
Other experts agree.
It's really important that, we take advantage of the support groups and all of the resources.
Jabina Coleman is a reproductive psychotherapist. She says there's a way for people who need help to get it while also protecting themselves from COVID.
I definitely will encourage folks to take advantage of the virtual world. There are tons of support groups out there, as well as virtual therapy sessions.
That's exactly what got Claire through. Months ago, she started a Facebook group for moms who struggled with infertility and are pregnant during COVID. She says the online community makes everyone feel less alone.
To have like-minded people who've been through the same experience or similar experiences and be able to talk about that, it's so invaluable.
While she's happy to have healthy 9-month-old James by her side, Claire hopes that other expectant moms who are struggling just as she was get the help they need. She says it does get better.
There's other people out there who's been through the same thing. Nothing about you is broken.
Stephania Jimenez, NBC10 News.